order. Okay. All right, yeah, again, if you have any question, okay, so yeah, please type in the chat window, okay? All right. Okay, so last time, yeah, there's only one functional group here, yeah, we haven't learned the naming chapter 5 is the amine, okay? So amine, yeah, naming actually kind of pretty similar to the ether, okay? So yeah, most time, the people like use common name to name the amine, okay? So yeah, in this case here, you can learn the common name of amine based on kind of ether. Ether is some RQ ether, okay? Amine is kind of RQ amine, okay? Okay. Right. So yeah, pretty much yeah. So yeah, it's depend kind of the symmetrical or unsymmetrical, okay? So you just put the RQ name, okay, before the amine name, okay? Right. Yeah, if you have any question, okay, please type in the chat window, okay? So yeah, and then turn off your microphone, okay? And so if you are kind of symmetrical, yeah, RQ groups, okay, so you just put a di or tri before the kind of RQ name, okay, and then eventually list all the RQ name alphabetic order before the amine, okay. So for example, yeah, that's here the ethyl amine, okay, and then this is here dimethyl amine, okay, 2 methyl group, okay. And last one is kind of the tertiary amine, okay, so 2 methyl and then 1 ethyl, okay, we name it kind of ethyl dimethyl amine. Okay. All right, give you one more example, okay. Okay. All right, for example, this one, okay, so we have the common name, okay, common name for this tertiary amine, okay, so that's just list all the 3 RQ group before amine, and we have a 3 RQ group, 1 methyl, 1 ethyl, 1 is hexyl, okay, so that's here the list some kind of alphabetic order, okay, ethyl, methyl, hexyl, amine. All right, okay, so keep in mind, okay, so yeah, because there's all just the letters, okay, so yeah, you don't need to leave space between them. All right, but here for the reality case, the RQ group can be more complicated, okay, so yeah, that's here you can note name some kind of complicated, I mean, just based on the common name, okay. So then we have to learn the IUPAC name for amine, okay, also called kind of systematic naming, okay, systematic the naming, okay. So yeah, that we can learn it based on alcohol, okay, very similar to alcohol, okay. Alcohol, remember we change the final E to OL, okay, so that's indicated there's the alcohol, okay, group in the molecule, and for amine. So you need to change the final E to amine, okay, and then also the label the amine kind of the location numbers, okay, and also make sure that you pick up the longest carbon chain with amine group attached, okay, right, longest carbon chain with amine group attached, okay, and then number try to give amine group lower number possible, okay, and then eventually case give the partner name, okay. And then following, if you have some the other smaller substance group on the nitrogen, okay, so those name as prefix, okay, and prefix always need the location number, okay, so for the other small molecule, okay, small substance, okay, on the nitrogen, okay, so you use N indicate their kind of locations, okay, list the alphabetic order with the other substances, okay. Right, so for example, this one. There are 3 RQ group, okay. So then the longest one is the 6 carbon chain, okay. So that we need to take care of, okay, this part first. Right. So that's give you the parent name we called, okay. So called the hexenamine. Okay, hexene replace final E with the AMNEK. So hexenamine, okay. All right, and then for this one, okay, so we need to tell people where's the nitrogen on, okay, so which carbon on, okay, so that we need the number, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 carbons, okay, and then we want to give kind of the nitrogen lower number, okay, so that's we need to give location number for the amine, okay, so 1 hexenamine, okay, and you can also name as kind of the hexene 1 amine, okay, that's also fine, okay. All right, and then in the end, okay, we take care of these 2 smaller substance group, okay, so we need to give their locations, okay, location number, okay, so that's become N, okay, so that's list them alphabetic order before the parent name, okay, so methyl 1 hexenamine, okay. All right, so that's its IUPAC name, okay. And here are two more examples, okay. So one is just here the one, okay, because you need to tell people where's the location numbers, okay. So this N may be on the second, third, or fourth. So I'll give you one more example. You will see kind of why we need to give location numbers, okay. All right, and then here are two more examples, okay. So one just kind of the still IUPAC name, okay. So N dimethyl pentanamine, okay. So supposedly there kind of one pentanamine, okay. So this one need to give location numbers, okay. And second one kind of the long carbon chain has the 6 carbons, okay. So the cyclic ring, okay. So that's cyclohexenamine, okay. So this one, okay, so don't need to give you location number, okay, because that's just the one cyclic group on the ring structure, okay. So the people know where's the nitrogen on, okay. And then two other cyclic group, okay. So N-ethyl and methyl before kind of the parent name, okay. Okay, so why do we need to give location numbers, okay? Because like the alcohol, okay, so the OH group no necessarily on the carbon 1, okay, so maybe on the carbon 2 or carbon 3, okay. So give you one example, okay, or maybe other carbons, okay. All right. Yeah, for example, this is also the amine, okay, and this one actually kind of the secondary amine, okay. So two alkyl group 1 hydrogen on the nitrogen, okay. Okay, so this one we cannot name based on the common name, okay. So we have to use the IUPAC naming, okay. All right, so the first step, okay, so find the longest carbon chain with amine group attached, okay. Keep in mind, okay, so attached, okay, similar like an alcohol, okay, OH group attached, okay. So and in this case here the last here the longest carbon chain with the amine, okay, attached, okay. So this one, okay, the 5 carbons, okay. So those here the make sure you pick up the longest carbon chain, okay. So no necessarily start with kind of the nitrogen, okay. So nitrogen can be on any of the carbons, okay. Okay, so that here you need to give a name, okay. And then second kind of you have to number it, okay, because you need to tell people where the nitrogen attached, okay. So we try to give the nitrogen kind of lower number, we number it kind of from right to left, okay. Okay, so this one. All right, so that became kind of now we can give you kind of the parent name, okay. So that should call the 2 pentene, okay. So finally replace by amine, okay. So pentenamine. All right, okay. So you'll see now it's kind of important, okay. You have to give location numbers, okay. Maybe the first one, second one, third carbon, okay. All right, so once we finish the parent chain name, okay. So we take our kind of the old substance, okay. So we are now kind of very interesting, okay. So we have one ethyl group on the nitrogen, one methyl group on kind of third carbon of the carbon chain, okay. So you need to give their both location numbers, okay, and list them alphabetic order before the parent name, okay. So that should be kind of N, okay. So ethyl 3 methyl, okay. There's hyphen between the methyl and the 2, okay. Yeah, that's the full name, okay. Right, so if you don't label N-ethyl, okay, people get confused, okay, maybe think this ethyl group on kind of main carbon chain, okay, so not on the nitrogen, okay. So that's the N-ethyl indicate kind of this ethyl group on kind of on the nitrogen, okay. So so that's the special way label the nitrogen substituent group, okay. Right, so that's please make sure on all 8, okay. Okay, so for some organic compound, okay, there are multiple substance groups on the molecule, okay. So for example, you have both alcohol and also amine group in the molecule. How do we name it, okay? So that you have to keep in mind, okay. So we learn that kind of for organic compound there. Naming has the 3 components, okay, prefix and roots and the suffix, okay, and only one functional group, okay, and take care of the suffix, okay. So which functional group will take the first suffix? We call them kind of the highest priority functional group, okay. And then all other functional group, okay, we use as prefix. The prefix you can put as many as possible, okay. And then label their name and those the location numbers, okay, and put before the parent name, okay. Right. So for the this compound has both the alcohol and also amine. Okay, so yeah, the alcohol has higher priority than yeah, the amine. Okay, so in this case, yeah, this compound we name it as yeah, the yeah, alcohol. Okay, so yeah, maybe show you guys. Okay, so that here we'll name this compound yeah, based on this part. Okay, so that here. Okay, so that here should call kind of a cyclohexanol. Okay. All right, and for the yeah, alcohol, yeah, the hydroxyl group, okay, so you don't need to give location number, okay, because the ring structure, okay, so it has to be kind of yeah, carbon number 1, okay, so yeah, the highest priority one take carbon number 1, okay, and but you do need to give location number for this yeah, the yeah, methyl and also yeah, the amine group, okay, so yeah, then we go kind of yeah, the yeah, clockwise, okay, so try to give yeah, these two lower number, okay. Okay, and then come to kind of important thing, okay, so yeah, yeah, this time, okay, amine will be act as the yeah, prefix, okay, so its prefix name different from its suffix name. Suffix name, we know that kind of yeah, the amine, okay, its prefix name called amino, okay, amino, okay. So for most yeah, organic compound or functional group, okay, so yeah, they have two names, okay. So yeah, one's kind of yeah, suffix name, one's called the prefix name, okay. So most time yeah, they are different, okay. Most time they're different, okay. Okay, so yeah, then yeah, we can list yeah, these two guys alphabetic order before the parent name, okay. So that yeah, need to be the highlight, okay. So yeah, 3 amino, okay. So 3 amino, okay. Don't yeah, this is prefix name for amine group, okay. So yeah, not amine anymore. And then 2 methyl cyclohexanol. Okay, that's here the full name. Okay, so that's here the please keep in mind. Okay, so yeah, for one functional group here, they can act as a prefix. Okay, and then yeah, they will use kind of prefix name. Okay, if it's kind of a suffix, they will have kind of a suffix name. Okay, right. Here's the one of here the yeah most actually kind of yeah I would say most important yeah the yeah table yeah for the yeah chapter 5 and also chapter 12 okay, nomenclature, okay. So yeah, at least yeah, the most yeah, functional group will learn the these two chapters, okay. And you can see they're kind of yeah in a different rank of the priority, okay. So yeah, go directly like this way, okay. Phosphoric acid has highest priority, okay, and then ether and also yeah, the alkyl halide just kind of lowest one, okay. And then for most of them, kind of yeah, you see kind of yeah has both suffix name and also prefix name, okay. So yeah, most time yeah they're different, okay. So see here, okay, and here, okay. So if we have one functional group is the highest functional group case, highest priority functional group okay, in the molecule, okay. So we name it kind of a prefix suffix, okay. Yeah. Okay, where to already have that's very good questions, okay. I will explain that later, okay, because yeah, that's yeah. If the aldehyde attached to a ring or attached to a chain, they will have different name, okay. So I will give kind of a more example, okay, explain it later, okay. So yeah, we will learn that in the chapter 12, okay. Right, and then yeah, if you have one functional group kind of yeah, the act as yeah, the prefix, okay, so they have their prefix name, okay. Right, so let's see here, okay. Right, so yeah, if you take second look, you find yeah, ether and also alkyl halide don't have yeah, the suffix name, okay. Yeah, the reason for that yeah, their ranking can too low, okay, so can only yeah, be as yeah, the yeah prefix, okay. So yeah, the only prefix, okay. Right. The same thing for the nitro, okay. So yeah. Okay, these yeah, these three guys together, okay. For nitro functional group, okay, so nitro is the NO2, okay, we know that. And also the yeah, for the yeah, ether, okay, so ether we know that we call the yeah, alkoxy. And then just the OR minus, okay. And also the halide, okay, hydrogen, okay, so yeah, chloride, bromide, iodide, okay, and also the yeah, fluoride, okay, so yeah. All these three guys, okay, so can only as the act as the prefix, okay. So no suffix name, okay. Yeah. And then yeah, when you name the compound containing these three guys, okay, just the list them kind of alphabetic order before the parent name. That's all, okay. So yeah, so that's keep in mind, okay. All right. And so yeah, for this chapter, we learned the naming of the alkyl halide, ether, alkene, and also amine, and also alcohol. Okay, in chapter 12, okay, we will learn the naming for all other functional group. Okay, so yeah. Okay, a little bit the physical property about amine. Okay, so amine has the CN and those the NH single bond. Okay, so both are polar. Okay, so that's it has higher boiling point than regular kind of arcane. Regular arcane only has the London force. Okay, but a lower boiling point than kind of alcohol. Okay, and amine has the hydrogen bonding. Okay, so that's put is boiling point a little bit much higher than kind of regular arcane case, hydrogen bonding case. But amine the hydrogen bond kind of somehow weaker than alcohol case, so OH hydrogen bond case. I guess kind of because the alcohol kind of hydrogen bond kind of more polarized case. Amine is not so polarized case. So that's why if we are alcohol and also amine case have similar molecular weight case. So amine normally has a lower boiling point case than the alcohol case. And for the different types of amine case, so primary amine, secondary amine case have hydrogen bond case, so they have kind of higher boiling point case. But for the tertiary amine case, tertiary amine we know that only alkyl group attach kind of nitrogen case, so there's no NH. Okay, so there's no hydrogen bonding case. So tertiary amine normally has a lower boiling point case. So those just please keep in mind. Okay, so so in future in exam quiz, if you ask you kind of rank the boiling point for the amine, one molecule is kind of amine and another molecule kind of alcohol. Okay, alcohol normally has higher boiling point than the amine. That's just keep in mind. Okay. Right. So now we done the chapter 5. Okay. So any questions? All right. So if there's no questions, okay, so we have a proof for the date of exam 1, okay. So exam 1 will cover chapter 1, 2, 3, and 5, okay. And after the discussion tomorrow, okay, we will practice a little bit on the chapter 5, okay, and then we can have exam 1, okay. And last slide, okay. Okay. And if you we can have exam 1 on Friday, or if you like, okay, so you can if you want to have more study time, okay, so I can put exam 1 on Monday, okay, so both are fine, okay. And so if you exam 1 on Friday, okay, so this Friday, okay, so there's no class on Friday, okay, so if the exam 1 is on Monday, okay, so there's no class on Monday, okay, so both class time become kind of office hour, okay, so you just prepare your exam, okay. All right, okay, so give you guys kind of the 3 more seconds, okay, so vote, okay, so which day do you prefer to take the exam, okay? It's Friday or the coming Monday, okay, so 3, 2, 1, okay, and all right, so it looks like it's dominant kind of. All right, okay, so this morning the student kind of voted, okay, so also dominant kind of Monday, okay, so all right, so it's afternoon, okay, so Monday we have 21, okay, and then Friday only 2. All right, so in this case, we'll have exam 1 on Monday, okay. The exam will be on the smart work file, okay. Yes. So similar like the quiz, okay, but the more question and also you have more time, okay. So pretty much 1 hour, okay, about like 25 or maybe 24 questions, okay. Yeah, but we have no class, okay. So on the exam date, okay. So no class, okay. So reason for that we have 2 labs, 2 lecture sections, okay. So I want the 2 sections take exam at the same time, okay. So that's right, okay. So so far we'll have exam on Monday, okay. On Monday, okay. So that means the next Monday there's no class, okay. But the Friday, okay. This Friday we still have class, okay. Friday we still have class, okay. Yeah. All right. So can we have exam? It's hard, okay, because yeah, if I open in the morning, okay, so yeah, it's very likely the question kind of the disclosed, okay, so yeah, some the evening the afternoon lecture section have some kind of advantage, okay, so morning lecture section people won't be happy, okay, so yeah, it's need to be the fair, okay, so we do it together, okay. All right, okay, so yeah, keep in mind, okay, so our exam will be on Monday, okay, so yeah, next Monday, okay, and then this Friday we still have class, okay, probably we still work on the chapter 12, okay, all right, and any other questions? Some students kind of confused about the carbon count, okay, I guess yeah, probably this question, okay. All right, so remember for the amine and alcohol, okay, so yeah, you need to find the longest carbon chain with the amine or alcohol attached, okay. Okay, so remember, okay, I see kind of attached, okay. What's the time limits? So 1 hour, okay. So exam time kind of 1 hour, okay. Yeah, that's right, okay. So yeah, in this case, actually both the actual credit homework and those the online homework will be due on Monday, okay. So yeah, the one Dropbox case so already open on the EduCat case. So yeah, you can complete your the actual credit homework. Okay? Take picture, upload online. Okay. Right. So go back to here. Okay. So yeah, we have to make sure it's attached. Okay. So there's kind of long carbon chain. Okay. All right. So it's maybe attached here OH. Okay. And then you find the long carbon chain with this OH group attached. Okay. And then when you number it, okay, try to pick up the end close to the OH group or maybe amine, okay, so maybe amine is here, okay, close to the end, okay, then you number it, okay, yeah. All right, okay, so yeah, any other questions? Okay, so yeah, if you still get confused, okay, please come to my office or at the get a new page. At the 3 to 5 today, okay, so yeah, I have kind of I can explain in more detail, okay. All right, and then in this case, yeah, we'll start a new chapter, okay, chapter 12, okay. All right, so yeah, we already learned that kind of organic compound, okay, so yeah, the name, okay, contain 3 components, okay, so yeah, suffix, okay, suffix, yeah, the carry kind of first, the whether kind of saturated kind of cis bond, okay, so yeah, single bond, okay, so yeah, that's AN, okay, so these are kind of cis bond, okay, so should be EN, okay, cis triple bond should be YN, okay. And also tell what's the highest the party functional group, okay, so yeah, if we see the alcohol, okay, so remember, okay, so we replace final E with OL, okay, amine replace final E with amine, okay, right, and then yeah, roots, okay, that roots just tell kind of how many carbon in the longest carbon chain, okay, so yeah, hexo, hepta, octa, something like this, okay, prefix, okay, all other the lower priority functional group, okay, so we'll name as prefix, okay, and list them kind of alphabetic order before the parent name, okay, give their kind of location number, okay. So far, you don't need to worry about the stereochemistry, okay, so those we'll learn in chapter 6 and those chapter 7, okay. And so yeah, again, please keep in mind, okay, so yeah, for the one organic molecule, okay, so is very multiple functional group, okay, only one functional group with highest priority, okay, take the suffix, okay, and all other, okay, become kind of the prefix, okay, so yeah, that's just keep in mind, okay. All right, okay, so for chapter 12, okay, so first, yeah, we'll learn the benzene naming, okay, so yeah, benzene belongs to an aromatic compound, okay, aromatic compound, just the conjugated 2p orbital on all the kind of the ring atoms, okay, so in a ring, okay, so yeah, one kind of the aromatic compound has kind of just the double bond, single bond, alternating case arrangement, okay, and so yeah, one definition is for the aromatic hydrocarbons, okay, okay, we call it arene, okay. So arene has only carbon and hydrogens, okay. All right, so here's come kind of a lot of confusion, okay. So students don't kind of what's the relationship between benzene, arene, and the aromatic compound, okay. So benzene, okay, so yeah. So benzene belongs to the arene, okay. Yeah, because the benzene has only carbon and hydrogens. Okay, right, and then arene belongs to aromatic compound. Okay. So aromatic compound you can have all kinds of atoms. Okay, heat atom. Like hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, okay, but only the aromatic compound contain only carbon and hydrogen, okay. So that's we call arene, okay. So here are some examples, okay. So benzene and pyrene, okay, both belong to arene, okay, and because they only have carbon and hydrogen, okay. And for the pyrrole, okay, pyrrole actually also aromatic compound, okay. But because there's kind of nitrogen, okay, so it's kind of belong to kind of arene, okay. So this pyrrole should be here, okay. All right, and then just the one thing, actually kind of two things, okay. First, okay, so keep in mind, okay, benzene are different from kind of cyclohexane, okay. So cyclohexane, we learn that kind of just the ring structure, okay, and then with carbon single bond, okay, right, 6 membrane, okay. Benzene has the alternating double bond, single bond, okay, so that's they are different things, okay, so that's keep in mind, okay. So quite often, some people kind of make mistake, name benzene as kind of cyclohexane, cyclohexane, name as benzene, okay. So there's different types of compound, okay. Cyclohexane belong to cycloalkane, okay. And the second, okay, so quite often the people also draw the benzene like this way, okay. So let's put one ring in this the 6 membrane, okay. So that's also another way to draw the benzene, okay. So actually they are same thing, okay. Same thing, okay. So those please keep in mind, okay. Yeah. All right, okay. So now we can start name the benzene, okay. So we learn the naming, okay. Actually, kind of we'll learn kind of one by one, okay. First, monosubstitute benzene, okay. So that's actually kind of pretty easy, okay. Just use benzene, okay. As the prefix and the suffix, kind of benzene as parent name, okay. And then put the substitute group name before the benzene, okay. So don't need to give a location number, okay, because it's monosubstitute, okay. And give you one example, okay. So easy one. So for example, we have the chlorine, okay, attached to the benzene, okay. So this one actually we can name as kind of chlorobenzene, okay. Yeah, benzene take here the partner name and then chloro, okay. So just the prefix name. Don't need to give a location number for the chlorine, okay, because it's just the ring structure that people know there's kind of chlorine, okay, on it. All right, and then now you guys take turn, okay, try to name this compound. All right, take a try. If someone kind of want to be a volunteer, okay, so you can type your answer in the chat window, okay. So what's the name for this compound? Okay. All right, so anyone want to take a try? Okay. Yeah, that's actually kind of pretty good, okay. Proxy benzene, okay. So this morning, okay, a lot of students don't know what's the name for this guy, okay. So that's actually from the ether, okay. So ether, the substance group naming is pretty easy, okay. So remember, okay, so the 3 carbons, okay, that should be kind of propyl, okay. So that's AQ name, okay. So for its corresponding the ether name, okay, you just replace your final wire with the OXY, okay. That's become the proproxy, right? That's it, okay. And then eventually just list this substance group name before the benzene, okay. So that's the name for this compound, okay. Okay, pretty good, okay. Yeah. All right. Okay, so there are many monosubstitute benzene actually already discovered before the IUPAC name is kind of founded by other persons. Okay, so kind of. And so they see the monosubstitute benzene has their own name. Okay, so those the common name. Okay, we call common name. Okay, still used quite a lot in our kind of the organic country. Okay, so in this case, unfortunately, okay, please remember the following the monosubstitute kind of benzene common name. Okay, so I just quickly go through them kind of. If there are kind of methyl group attached to benzene, we call it kind of toluene. Okay. If OH group attached to benzene, okay, phenol, okay. Nitrate group attached to benzene, benzyl nitride, and the primary amide, okay, called kind of benzamide, okay. And if you have the amine group attached to benzene, okay, called aniline, okay, and aldehyde, benzaldehyde, okay, and then carboxylic acid, okay, called kind of benzoic acid, okay. Last one kind of methoxy, okay, we call it anisole, okay. And I hate to say that, okay, please hear the remember their structure and also their common name. Okay, so I know there are a lot of memories. Okay, so in these two chapters, chapter 5, also chapter 12. Okay, but that's unfortunately. Okay, so reason for that kind of later we'll learn disubstitute or trisubstitute benzene. Okay, so we have to use those common name. Okay, so please when you get home. Okay, so try to memorize their common name. Okay. Okay, so next we'll learn the disubstitute benzene. Okay, right. So disubstitute benzene kind of the naming similar to the cycloalkene. Okay, so if we have two substitute group, okay, so we have to give their kind of location numbers. Okay, and then we try to give the lower alphabetical order the substitute group, okay, lower number. Okay, so and then go direction give another substitute group and a lower number possible. Okay, so and and then afterwards, okay, so we'll list the two subgroup in the alphabetic order, okay, before the parent name, okay, their location name, okay, the parent name is just benzene, okay, right, and then give you kind of one easy example, okay. Right, okay. So for this compound, we have the bromo and also ethyl on the benzene, okay. So in this case, we try to give bromo lower number, that's 1, okay, and then go to the clockwise case, so that give the ethyl also lower, relatively lower number, okay. Okay, so this compound we can name as the 1 bromo, put the kind of alphabetic order before the parent name, okay, ethyl benzene, okay. All right, so pretty straightforward, okay. All right. And for disubstitute benzene case, so there's another special way to label relative position of the two substitute group. Okay, so for the two substitute group, if they are next to each other, okay, so there's no carbon between them. Okay, so we label them kind of as also. Okay, so abbreviation is okay. So if there's one carbon, okay, between these two substitute group, okay, we name as kind of the meta, okay, also called kind of abbreviation M. Okay, so if there are two carbons, okay, two carbons between the two substitute group, okay, so we can label them as para, okay, abbreviation kind of P, okay. Right, so in this case, for this compound, okay, we can also name it as so it's one carbon between these two substitute group, okay, so that's meta, okay, so M, okay, bromo, ethyl, benzene, okay, so that's another name to name it, okay, so you can also use full meta, okay, put here, okay, so that's also same thing, okay, so that's only true for the disubstitute benzene, okay, so keep in mind only disubstitute, okay, so not for the monosubstitute or kind of the trisubstitute, kind of tetrasubstitute benzene, okay, so only disubstitute, okay, we can use this way to label their kind of relative positions, okay. And here are two other examples, okay, so first one has bromo and chloro, okay, next to each other, okay, so that's we can name as the other bromo, chlorobenzene, or also bromo, chlorobenzene, okay, or kind of 1 bromo, 2 chlorobenzene, okay, all are right, okay. And then next one, we have the bromo and 2 bromo, okay, on the benzene, and then relative position, okay, so it's kind of a meta, okay. All these three naming are right, okay, all these three naming are right, okay. Okay, all right, and then if we are okay, so if we are there Okay, so yeah, let's do this first. Okay, so for the disubstitute bending, okay, for disubstitute bending, there's another common name. Okay, you have to memorize. Okay, so yeah, that's unfortunate. Okay, so yeah, the dimethyl bending. Okay, so yeah, for dimethyl bending. Okay, so yeah, they have kind of also meta and also para. Okay, so yeah, these three kind of the arrangement of two methyl group. Okay. And then all of them kind of based on xylene, okay, so yeah, should be kind of called xylene, okay. But the first one, okay, so yeah, called kind of all xylene, okay. Second one kind of amxylene, metaxylene, okay. Last one, paraxylene, okay. Right. So yeah, please recall these three guys, okay. So yeah, I may test in the future exam the quiz, okay. So yeah, maybe give you kind of structure, okay, and ask you kind of give their kind of common name, okay. So yeah, make sure also parameter, okay. So yeah, or maybe give you kind of the name, ask you draw it, okay. So yeah, ask you to make sure you are recorded, okay. So yeah. All right, okay. So yeah, so if for one disubstitute bending case, so one the substitute group case, in pass the common name for the bending case. So in this case, we'll name this compound based on this common name, okay. So what's that mean, okay? So I use the first one as example, okay. So right. So this is the disubstitute bending, okay. So there's one methyl group, one bromo group, okay. And then no one name as kind of one bromo, four methyl bending or kind of para bromo methyl bending, okay. Because this methyl group, okay, so give the bending name as toluene, okay, toluene, okay. So that's okay, see here, the toluene, okay. So in this case, we have to name this compound based on toluene, okay. And then the carbon with methyl group attached, okay, automatically become carbon number one, okay. And then we go this way, that's become kind of the carbon 4, okay, the bromine, okay, attached, okay. Right. So this compound, we name it as the 4-bromotoluene, okay, or kind of p-bromotoluene, okay. So that's something keep in mind, okay. Same thing for these two example, okay. So the second one, amine group give the bending as the aniline, okay. So then in this case we have named this compound based on aniline, okay. And then the carbon with the amine group attached become carbon 1, okay, and then chlorine become kind of on the carbon 3, okay. That become the 3-chloroaniline or kind of the meta-chloroaniline, okay. Last one, the cascacid give the bending as the benzoic acid, okay, and then the nitro group on the second carbon become kind of the O nitro bending or kind of 2 nitro bending, okay. So those that's why we have to learn the common name for a lot of the monosubstitute bending, okay. All right, okay. So now you guys take try, okay. Try to name this disubstitute bending, okay. If someone like, okay, you can also put its name in the chat window, okay. Type the name in chat window. Okay. So because we just started learning the common name for bending, okay, so I bring this slide back, okay. Right. So there's one functional group in this molecule, okay, give the bending kind of its common name, okay. So you can take a look, okay, which functional group gave this bending common name, okay. That's pretty good, okay. That's right, okay. Also right, okay. So both the 3-aldophenol or kind of M aldophenol all are right answer, okay. Both are right, okay. Pretty good, okay. All right, so you can see here, okay. So OH group can give bending as phenol, okay. So that's become kind of the parent name, okay. And carbon with the OH group attached become carbon 1, okay. And then the aldo way on the third carbon, okay. So you can name it kind of 3 aldo phenol all kind of amine aldophenol. Okay, so that's the same thing. Okay, pretty good. Okay. Doesn't matter. Okay, so the exam quiz. Okay, so you can use the number and also meta and also para. Okay, so both fine. I will give full credit. Okay, so for disruptive bending. Okay, so encourage you guys use the meta also para. Okay, so that's small common way in the chemistry. All right. Okay, so now we will learn how to name more than two substitute group on bending case. So we call the polysubstitute bending case. So maybe trisubstitute or kind of tetrasubstitute bending case. All right. Okay. So this one also similar to the cycloalkene naming case. So we give kind of lowest set of number possible case to substitute group case, and then list some kind of alphabetic order before the bending case. And give you one example. Okay, so low set means kind of you add their location number. Okay, so that's the smaller number. That's the right one. The numbering. Okay, okay. So give you one example. Okay. Right. So we have nitro group and those bromine and also the isopropyl group. Okay. So 3 substitute group on one benzene, and when we try to kind of number these 3 substitute group. Okay, so we try to give a low set number. Okay, so that's we'll start with kind of nitro. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, because if we go this direction. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 4. And if we try to number it in another way. Okay, or any other way. Okay, so we'll bigger number than this the 3 numbers. Okay, so that's how we do this way. Okay. Right, and then folding kind of pretty easy. Okay, just list these 3 substitute group. Okay, alphabetic order before the bending, and then make sure give their location number. Okay, so that's come to bromo has low alphabetic order. Okay, so that's the 2 bromo, and then following by isopropyl. Okay, so isopropyl we need count I for isopropyl. Okay, and then in the end, okay, nitro. Okay, 1 nitro. Okay, so bending. Okay, so I have no space. Okay, so just put on here. Okay, there's no space between kind of O and B. Okay, so 2 bromo for isopropyl, 1 nitro bending. Okay, so that's full name for it. Okay. And so if there's a situation. Okay, so the 1 second. Okay, in part the common name for the bending, and then in this case it will become kind of parent name. Okay, and then we try to give the last function with lower number possible. Okay, that will become a carbon number 1. Okay, and then we try to kind of put other subgroup group kind of the alphabetic order before the parent name. Okay, right, example showed here. Okay, so that's the still trisubstitute bending. Okay, so the methyl group. Okay, give the bending name as toluene. Okay, so that's in this case we need name this compound based on toluene. Okay, toluene. Okay, and then the carbon with methyl group attached. Okay, so what's okay, so this one 2 bromo 4 isopropyl, 1 nitro bending. Okay, so there's no space between O and B. Okay, so that's full name. Okay. There's 1 hyphen between O and 4. Okay. 1 nitro. Okay, 1 nitro. This is nitro group. Okay, nitro. Okay. 1 nitro. Okay, bending. All right. Okay, we'll go back to here. Okay, and so the nitro group and the chloro group. Okay, we will list them kind of alphabetic order before the toluene, and then give their location number. Okay, so that's 4 chloro, 2 nitro, toluene. Okay. All right, give you guys another example. Okay. Do this. NH2 amine, and then fluorine bromine. Okay. All right, so you know that here the amine group. Okay, give bending name as the aniline. Okay, so this one give kind of common name already. Okay, so that's we will name based on this part. Okay, so that's aniline. Okay. All right, so carbon with the amine group attached, okay, become automatically kind of carbon 1, okay. Right, the tricky thing coming out of the how do we number it? Okay, clockwise or counterclockwise? Okay, so yeah, looks like here clockwise, counterclockwise both give you the fluorine, bromine at the third carbon or fifth carbon. Okay, so yeah, in this case here we have here the number it kind of based on the alphabetic order. Okay, so yeah, bromine start with B, fluoro start with kind of F. Okay, so that's here we want to give bromine lower number. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, all right, so that's here. And then the full name for this one, okay, so we have put them in alphabetic order before the part name, 3 bromo, 5 fluoro or aniline. Okay, there's no space between kind of fluoro and also aniline. Okay, so just here the whole words. Okay, so yeah, okay, yeah, so that's here the trisubstitute bending and the naming. Okay. And the same case can be applied to the same thing can be applied to the tetrasubstitute or kind of more the substitute kind of bending. Okay, all right. Here's one example. Okay, so this compound has a full septum group. Okay, and you can see the methyl group. Okay, so we already gave you this bending as a toluene. Okay, so that means we need name this compound based on toluene. Okay, and then 3 nitro group. Okay, so you just see the list alphabetic order actually kind of the same thing. Okay, so just list one of their location number. Okay, so before the part name. Okay, so that's become 2, 4, 6. Okay, trinitro toluene. Okay, and for this compound. Okay, so if I give you kind of it's abbreviation. Okay, so that's you will know it. Okay, so it's TNT. Okay, so very explosive the chemicals. Okay, so very dangerous one. Okay. And but now you can show off to your friends and those your parents. Okay, so I know what's the TNT full name and those I also can draw its structures. Okay, pretty easy one. Okay, right. And in organic chemistry 2, okay, so we'll learn reaction the how to make TNT actually kind of pretty easy. Okay, even you can make it in the EU kitchen. Okay, so all right, okay. So for the benzene compound case, if there are other functional group, okay, has higher priority than benzene, okay. So in this case, benzene has been named as a prefix, okay. A prefix name for benzene called phenyl, okay. Phenyl, okay, phenyl, okay. So all right, and then there's kind of the easy confusing part, okay. So I have to list them kind of one by one, okay. So for the benzene case, so if it directly use as kind of the prefix, okay, so right. So directly attach kind of some higher priority functional group, okay. So we know that called kind of the phenyl, okay. The abbreviation called kind of PH, okay, PH, okay. And if there's the CH2 connect to the benzene, okay. And then you attach something else, okay, some kind of long carbon chain, okay. So this one we call the benzo, okay. Right. And the abbreviation is kind of BN, okay, BN, okay, benzo, okay. All right. Okay, so make sure you know the difference. Okay, this one has the benzene directly attach something. Okay, this one has kind of CH2, okay, and then benzene, and then attach something. Okay, so right, and then another easy confusing is kind of the benzoyl, okay. So benzoyl, the benzene attached kind of carbonyl compound, okay, CO bond, okay, and then this another end of carbonyl compound, okay, attach something else, okay. So this one we call the benzoyl, okay. Okay, benzoyl, okay. BNZYOL, okay, benzoyl, okay. And the abbreviation for this one we call the actually B benzoyl, okay, actually kind of sorry, okay. ZOL, okay. Benzoyl, okay, benzoyl, okay, that's the right name, okay, ZOL, okay. And the abbreviation for the benzoyl, okay, should call kind of BZ, okay, benzoyl, okay, okay. All right, so make sure you know differences between these 3 guys, okay. So now, I saw even some professors, okay, make mistake, okay. So cannot distinguish these 3 guys, okay. So that's make sure you know it, okay. All right. And there are 3 situations, actually 4 situations, okay. So benzene will be act as the prefix. First, there's kind of the 6 or more carbons in kind of saturated chain, okay. So you have kind of the longer carbon chain, okay, attached to the benzene, okay. So something like this. Okay, so in this case here, we'll name the last long carbon chain as kind of parent name, and then benzene as a prefix. Okay, so that should be kind of prefix name. Okay. And also if there's kind of theta bond, C bond in the chain, okay, no matter how long is the chain, okay, so that's benzene will be acting as the prefix. Okay. And then the third, there are kind of other higher priority functional group in the benzene ring case. So in the kind of carbon chain case. So in this case here, we will name as kind of benzene as the prefix phenol case. So for example, there are kind of OH group or kind of amine group in the kind of carbon chain case. Last one just kind of for the common name or easier to name case. So and here are some example. Okay. And okay, so because it's already the 51, okay, I guess our class stops here, okay, today, and we'll continue the chapter 12, okay, from this slide, okay, so next time, okay. All right, okay, so do you guys have any questions? Okay, thank you. Okay, you're welcome. Okay.
Have a good one.
Yeah, you too. Okay, have a good one. Okay. So I have office hours from 3 to 6, 3 to 5 today. Okay. So if you have any question, okay, any question about homework, or even lab report, okay, you're welcome to come to my office hour. Okay. So still this Zoom link. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.